Karma moves silently but powerfully. Today, the universe reminded her that evil always returns. She thought she could escape her lies, but the heavens had a lesson waiting. Today, God whispered justice in a way she could no longer ignore. Every cruel word she spoke bounced back like thunder from the sky. The universe never forgets. It simply waits for the right moment to balance the scales. Her deception shattered when she realized she could no longer hide from divine truth. God doesn't delay, he delivers. Today, the consequences of her malice fell like lightning. The evil she planted in others grew weeds that strangled her own life. Her arrogance met the silent, unstoppable power of God's justice. Every manipulative smile she wore today reflected the pain that was coming back. She thrived on hurting others. But today, the heavens reminded her, cruelty is never safe. God's hand is quiet yet precise. Today, she felt it in ways she cannot deny. Karma doesn't gossip, it acts. Today, it acted swiftly against her. Her lies finally caught up with her when she thought she was untouchable. The universe whispered to her soul, no evil goes unpunished. Today, heaven struck her in a way she cannot explain or escape. God's justice doesn't wait for permission. It arrives exactly when it's needed. The darkness she created for others turned inward, consuming her own heart. Today, she faced a truth she spent years hiding from. Evil always returns. Every harsh word, every cruel action she sowed came rushing back today. The heavens have eyes, and today, they reminded her that wrongdoing is never forgotten. She tried to manipulate fate, but God had already written her downfall. Today, her power crumbled, not by people, but by the universe itself. Karma's timing is perfect. She just discovered it. The evil she celebrated in others finally became her own shadow to bear. God doesn't need to explain himself. He simply balances the scales. Today, she learned that the universe protects the innocent and punishes the wicked. Every act of cruelty she committed returned like a storm she couldn't survive. Heaven doesn't tolerate evil forever. Today, she witnessed its consequences. God's justice is quiet but unstoppable. She felt it strike at her core today. Her arrogance, her lies, her betrayals, they all came back, crashing like waves. Today, she learned the hardest lesson. What you give is what you receive. The universe saw her cruelty and decided enough was enough. Karma's strike is precise. It hits exactly where it matters most. The evil she carried in her heart became the weight that pulled her down. Today, heaven reminded her that no sin is too small to escape justice. God's punishment isn't loud, it's devastatingly effective. Her schemes unraveled when she thought she was untouchable. Every lie she told was a seed. Today, she harvested the storm. The universe doesn't delay, it only waits for the right moment to act. Today, she realized that evil is always temporary, but justice is eternal. God's hand reached her life in ways she could not manipulate or ignore. Her malice finally met its match in the quiet power of divine justice. Every moment she spent hurting others became a brick in her own prison. Today, heaven's message was clear. Evil has consequences, and she learned them fast. The universe corrected itself today, and she was the instrument of her own downfall. She thought she controlled her destiny, but today she bowed to God's will. Karma doesn't forget. It acts quietly but with unstoppable force. Her heart, full of darkness, finally met the light of divine truth. Today, she realized the universe is patient, but never passive. Every cruel laugh she shared echoed back in ways she couldn't escape. The heavens struck her not out of hate, but out of balance. God's justice is precise, and today it found her without fail. She planted evil in the world. Today she reaped the whirlwind. The universe saw her selfishness and corrected it with silent fury. Today she learned that God's timing is perfect and no evil is safe. Every act of deception finally met the mirror of divine truth. She laughed at consequences until today, when the universe taught her humility. The evil she celebrated in private today became her public lesson. Karma moved quietly, but God's justice hit her like lightning, reminding everyone, evil never wins forever.